Hello everyone, my name is Abhijit Borah and my student code is PCM 23008. I am currently pursuing Masters in Construction Engineering and Management at CEPT University and I am in my first semester. This semester studio aim is Construction Project Formulation and Appraisal. Today I will be taking you to a feasibility study for a slum redevelopment project. Let me begin with the project brief. The location of the project is considered as Ahmedabad. The total cost of the project is 172 crores. The plot area in which the development has taken place is 32,943 square meters. The total building height is 24.5 meters. The project has been developed on brownfield. The client of the project is Municipal Corporation of the specific city. The duration of the construction of project will be completed within 13 months. The total number of blocks are 24 blocks. The type of contract considered is PPP contract. Now coming to the piston analysis. Piston analysis is a tool which is used to access and analyze the external microenvironmental factors that can affect a project. Coming to P refers to political. To give the better living condition to slum dwellers, the Indian government created the PMAY policy for development of undeveloped area, especially for slum areas. It is launched in 2015 with the goal of ensuring housing to all in urban areas. In Ahmedabad, BJP is ruling since 2000, so the government is politically stable, and the same party is ruling for the previous many years. Hence, implementation of government infrastructure projects will take place as per the schedule and government grants will come regularly. Coming to E refers to economical. As construction work depends on the country's economic growth, as the economy rises, the development takes place. Due to inflation, we can also see the increase of taxes. In the year 2021, the inflation was 5.1%. Last year, the energy prices increased due to which the prices of construction materials like cement, steel have also risen around 20%. Due to inflation, we also get to see the changes in labor market. The employment of labor gets difficult due to that. Now coming to S represents social. In social cultural factors, investigate the demographic, social structure and cultural practices of the slum community. Understand the social challenges, community and cohesion, and the importance of preserving cultural heritage during redevelopment. Successful slum redevelopment projects require active involvement and cooperation from the local community. Understanding the cultural norms, social dynamics, and traditional practices is crucial for gaining community support. Redevelopment should aim to maintain or enhance social cohesion within the slum communities. Displacement and relocation can disrupt existing social networks and lead to social issues if not adequately addressed. T represents technology. Technology advancement can be extremely important for the construction of infrastructure in slum regions. This includes improved building methods, cutting edge supplies, cutting edge equipment that can help construct more resilient and affordable housing for slum people. Improving internet and digital connectivity in slum areas can provide residents with access to information, online services, and opportunities for education and skill developments. This could bridge the digital divide and empower slum dwellers to participate in the broader community. E represents the environmental. The factors that might affect the project environmentally will include air quality, water quality, land use, and waste management of the site. The environmental factor of the site will help us know the type of construction and what measures to be taken in pre-construction. While construction and after the construction of the housing blocks, Ahmedabad being the hottest city throughout the year creates the biggest challenge for the construction works. Those results in developing different construction strategies and methods on the site. The contractor should consider the favorable temperature aspect for the project for the construction and should prefer going for more sustainable construction on the site and provide more ventilation technologies in this hot weather. Carbon footprint. The energy used during construction, including electricity for powering equipment, lighting, and heating, cooling on site, contributes to the carbon footprint. High energy consumption from non-renewable sources can lead to increased emission. The construction work, especially in Ahmedabad, is followed according to the GPCB guidelines. L, which represents legal, with the launch of Housing for All by 2022 program under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana by the central government on June 25, 2015, all the approvals and permission for slum redevelopment need to be done according to the PMAY. One of the initiatives which is taken under PMAY guidelines that all residents built under the PMAY program contain names of women household members in the ownership documents in order to further this goal. In addition to advancing gender equality, this policy gives women a voice in society and the economy. Now coming to the problem analysis. Problem analysis is a systematic process of examining a complex situation or issue to identify the underlying problem or challenges. The goal is to gain a deep understanding of the factors contributing to the problem, assess its roots, causes, and develop insight that can guide the development of effective solutions. The focal problem which has been examined is below poverty line. The population of Ahmedabad has increased in the last 10 years. As Ahmedabad increases employment for rural area people are migrating from rural areas to urban areas for the search of jobs. The total number of population in the Ahmedabad district climbed from 55 lakhs in 2011 to 86 lakhs in 2023, and the number of people below the poverty line in Ahmedabad is 1.44 lakhs. Coming to the one of the focal problem, which is anticipated challenges at resettlement housing. This often disrupts established social network and community ties, potentially leading to feeling of isolation and the loss of support system. Cultural adjustment becomes a prominent issue as resident navigates new environment with different norms and traditions. Access to essential services such as healthcare, education, and public transportation is critical. And inadequate provision can hinder daily life. Employment opportunity in the new location may be scarce, contributing to economic instability. The availability of infrastructure and amenities, including schools and hospitals, is vital for ensuring a distant quality of life. Due to changes in location, absence of healthcare facilities nearby, paying large registration amount, and extended distance to the workplace can be seen. Financial implication causes creates paying large registration amount, extended distance to workplace, fear of additional expenditure, no streetlights creates effect like safety issue due to which fear of theft gets created. Last cause due to small apartments like effect of limited access to basic services can be seen. Now coming to the stakeholder analysis, it helps in identifying the interest, demand and power of the stakeholders and links them to the project objective. The methodology which is followed is first interviewing different professionals, which is a process of communicating and working with stakeholders to meet their needs and expectations. Second is identification of stakeholder, where documentation is involved and the influence stakeholders for the project are identified. Third step is to power, interest, influence, impact analysis is done, where the monitoring and controlling of stakeholder relationship and making strategies for engaging the stakeholders are done. There are total 11 stakeholders of 11 categories of stakeholders identified for the project. On the top right of the page, there is a table which it shows the different stakeholders involvement in different stages of the project. Now, as you can see, the power and interest matrix, which is divided into 4 categories. The stakeholders who have high power and least interest will be categorized under keep satisfied section. The stakeholders who have least power and interest will be categorized under monitor section. The stakeholder who have highest power and interest will be categorized under manage closely section. And the stakeholder who have least power but high interest will be categorized under keep informed section. In this matrix, PS3, which is Gujarat State Environmental Department, which is a state authority, is categorized in keep satisfied section. F3, which is the World Vision Bank, and O2, which is nearby residents, are categorized in monitor section. O1, which is a media, and D7, which is environmental impact designer, which comes under designer part, is categorized under keep informed as it is having low power but high interest. C1, which is AMC, is having high power and high interest, so it is categorized in monitor closely part. Now coming to the risk analysis, there are total 84 different risks indicated in the total of 13 different categories of risk. The methodology of the risk analysis is carried out in three different stages. First is risk identification, which is a process of systematically identifying, analyzing, and understanding potential risks that could impact the achievement of objective within a project or organization. Then is the risk assessment, which is a process of evaluating potential risks to an organization, project, or activity. The primary source of risk assessment is to inform decision making by providing a structured approach to understanding and managing uncertainties that could affect the achievement of objectives. Last is the risk response, which refers to the development and implementation of strategies to manage or address the potential risk identified during the risk assessment process. Once risk has been assessed in terms of their likelihood and impact, organizations or project teams need to decide how to respond to this risk. The major categories are financial, which includes risks such as error in estimated cost of the project, delay in fund release, and cost overrun. O&M, safety, and design risk are also major categories of risk. Now coming to the threat matrix, the probability impact matrix for threat demonstrate the encroachment issue have a high probability and high impact on the project as the development is in the slum redevelopment. Local people for this support is also a major threat to the project, as the people can be easily misguided regarding the project, which can delay the project completion. In the probability opportunity matrix, it was found that design changes according to stakeholders may be considered potential opportunities for the project. Now coming to the demand analysis, we have tried to find out the demand of slum redevelopment. The methodology of the demand has been done in three stages. First, the identification of micro demand, where the population of slum, solid waste management, water supply, and electricity supply has been identified. Second, the identification of macro demand, where we have found the quantifiable and non-quantifiable drivers, and the last is the gap analysis. In Ahmedabad, there are a total of 7 zones, in which it is identified that in the west there are 8 slums, in the east there are 11 slums, in the north there are 6 slums, in the south there are 7 slums. From gap analysis, we got to know that the total population of Ahmedabad was 72 lakhs. The total population of people living in Pakka houses in Ahmedabad was 60 lakhs in the year 2011. The population of people living in Kacha houses in Ahmedabad was 11 lakhs in the year 2011. Now in the year 2022, the total population of Ahmedabad is around 86 lakhs. Now in the Ahmedabad, the total population of people living in Kacha houses is around 7 lakhs. By looking at the data of population of people living in Kacha houses in today's date and then comparing it to the previous census of 2011, it shows the decreasing value of the people living in the Kacha houses. Therefore, by this analysis, it clearly shows the gap analysis of total population of 7 lakh people who are still remaining to move into the development phase in Ahmedabad. After completing all the 5 exercises, let me summarize my key learnings. First, in the piston analysis, I got to know that the combination of all the 6 elements creates a comprehensive and inclusive strategy to address the urgent need for affordable housing and improve the quality of life for slum dwellers in Ahmedabad and Gujarat. It reflects a commitment to holistic development, sustainability, and social progress. Second, in the problem analysis, it mainly focuses on the focal problem, which is below poverty line. The slum dwellers are below the poverty line, due to which they can't afford to build their own Pakka houses. Third, in the stakeholder analysis, it has been identified that as the client, it holds the highest power and interest. Media is the managed closely character holding high influence, as it will help in advertisement. Nearby resident and the World Bank have the least influence and power on the project. The projects are handled by the main stakeholders Fourth, in the risk analysis, we have identified that there are a total of 13 risks which are identified related to the project. For each risk, the mitigation method was recognized. Among all the risks, the major categories of risk are construction, financial, and O&M. Design change according to the stakeholders can be considered as the potential opportunities for the project, because if the designer changes the design, it may help the contractor in the execution phase. Lastly, in the demand analysis, we clearly got to know that the gap analysis of the total population of around 7 lakh people are still remaining to move into redevelopment phase in Ahmedabad. Thank you.